It is a beautiful day out here, and this is take number 3. Why am I making another video out here? Do I think it is worth moving to a different country and starting all over? And I think that's just such a broad question, and now I'm sitting here questioning why I should be making this video or not. It's too muddled to just have a yes, you should do it. And honestly, when we did it, it was kind of on a whim. It's not like we had completely pre-planned this. We didn't sit down and make plans for over a year and then go. It was an overnight decision, and when I moved here, I think I was searching for the complete circle, and there were pieces missing, and I figured that living in a different country will deliver that. And the answer to that is, yeah, it kind of did. And there are certain pieces that don't necessarily have to do with travel. It doesn't have to only be about moving to a different country or changing your location. Honestly, I'm just going to cut to the chase. You got to take care of yourself first. That's it. Whatever you are already, all the other things on top of it is just going to magnify what it is. Or if it's a problem that you already have, the problem might end up magnifying it. But there are positives to moving. So let's talk about that. Number 1, growth. Because it's a different culture, you have to find a way to adapt. And so when you're forcing yourself to adapt, then you're finding yourself learning a lot faster in this situation. You have to be uncomfortable. And that's what's going to lead to the growth a lot faster. You don't necessarily need to move, but if you feel like you want to speed up that process, I find that moving to a different country where you don't know the language, where you don't necessarily know the culture 100%, will force you to grow exponentially compared to just staying at home and learning from a book and learning from a teacher. As a former teacher, as someone that's been in the classroom, I found that all the things that I've taught in the classroom didn't necessarily translate that well in the real world. You did get bits and pieces of it, but you're only getting it from one or two adults. Whereas when you're traveling, you're having a hands-on experience of different cultures, different people consistently. So it's almost like an open world classroom. And everywhere you are, there's somewhere and something to observe and learn from. There's no comparison to having a first-hand experience versus reading a book or watching a video on it, which I think is kind of funny because you're watching a video currently right now. But again, it depends on where you decide to have your medium. What worked best for me is to move because that was the fastest way I knew I was going to learn. The third thing, you start to be a lot more understanding of people around you. When the more you travel, the more you see different people, the more you start to be like, hey, okay, I understand that. Let me take a beat and see how people operate versus assuming that they should do it this way. So it's all these little nuances that people get stuck on, including myself, that you start to kind of realize that's not important, and people will show their kindness in different ways. They're not even differences. We're all technically actually alike, and it all lands on the act of kindness at the end of the day. There are people out there that don't want to feel that super deep, uncomfortable feeling, that discomfort where you just can't operate and you're just focused within this realm of anxiety that is going to inhibit you from moving and will cause you to go deeper into anxiety. Then I think this moving to a different country, regardless of where it is not best for you. So do I regret moving and leaving what I was incredibly comfortable with? No. But did I have my ups and downs? Yes, of course. It was super uncomfortable. I struggled living out here. You miss your friends, you miss your family. You can't communicate with people. You're constantly using Papago or Google Translate and using broken Hangul the whole time. This whole experience is not comfortable, but I won't say that it was the worst thing, and it's not even close to the worst thing. Actually, if I'm talking about allowing myself to upgrade my mental state, upgrade my spirit, then traveling is the way to go. And I do recommend it. I do think that if you can handle it, and you can get through those bumps, which is going to be a crazy roller coaster wave, then yeah, it's going to be incredibly exhilarating. I feel like if you can handle it, then do it. Even if you have a family, even if you have a significant other, actually more the merrier. Take that risk, because you only have one life. You only have one chance at this, and if it entails you to see the world, maybe you do it just for a few months or a few weeks. Maybe you just want to, your first time going out, and maybe you just want to travel for the first time. Do it. That's my recommendation. In terms of doing a long-term stay, feel it out. You never know. At least you can say you tried, and that's more than enough. Well, I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Later.